Time out is Kelsito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. And I'm glad I got to do this live today. You're now drinking the wine of Zeus, and we're going to get into Mars, enter Leo, because a lot of shit hitting the fan right now. Okay, it's a lot of explosive energy. So anytime we get anything in Leo, you know what I'm saying, that is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, also a resemblance or reflectance, you know what I'm saying, of what we just call the middle of summertime. And anytime y'all know it's the middle of summertime, shit get hot. You know what I'm saying? Shit get steamy. You know what I'm saying? Shit get, you know, so I'm saying, you motherfuckers get aroused and ready. You know, summertime, you want to be the most transformative. And now, what do I mean by transformative? Okay. So in the winter, it's less transformative because in the winter, you like to sit your ass down, you know what I'm saying, and be reserved. You don't like to transform as much as you do the summertime. So therefore, in the wintertime, you know what I'm saying, you're more privy to staying still. So there's not a lot of transformation going on. There's not a lot of growth. There's not a lot of blossom. There's not a lot of motion. So anytime you take one form and put it into another form, you just transform, bitch. So like that's a transformation. So you know what I'm saying, don't get too lost into like words and stuff like that, which I'll be thinking about when, you know what I'm saying, when we talking about these words. But you know what I'm saying, so you know that's what we got to be in, a lot of transformative. So a lot of things got to get to move on, you know what I'm saying. So fire is expression. So it's like, you know, it's also, you know, actionary, you know, it's also future, you know what I'm saying. So fire is about anytime we got shit in fire, you know what I'm saying, that's about future. Water is like past, you know what I'm saying. Air is in between, and earth is, you know what I'm saying, present and shit like that. So you know, we got Mars and uh Leo right now. So you know what I'm saying, we are motivated, you know what I'm saying, to see ourselves in a way, or fight to see, you know what I'm saying, things our way. And we're gonna break down Leo. Now Leo is the fixed fire sign, so it like to be fixated on its own way of seeing and feeling and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm sorry. It just represents that middle of summer and things when shit get in that mode, in that fixed fire element and shit like that. So if you was born within um you know, the fifth house area, you know what I'm saying, aka Leo, you know what I'm talking about. So you know, that's what it is. So that's what we got going on right now when Mars is in fixed fire. Okay. So now, far as what that house rules, you know what I'm saying? It rules entertainment, creativity, attention, expression, and shit like that. So that's why I tell you Leos get a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? Leos are very expressive. You know what I'm saying? Or they're very stubborn in the way they see things. You know what I'm saying? So they may see things the way that they see things, or you know, Leos may Leos like to be fixated on their way of seeing things, or they're liars in a sense, because it ain't really that they don't think they're lying, but they're just seeing some shit that they're that the way they want to see it, but based upon somebody being in logic and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's when they can call a person a liar or something like that. So you got to be careful when it comes to this uh, energy and shit like that. This Leo energy. Now, based upon what's in Leo is Mars. Okay, now Mars rules uh, Scorpio, and it also rules Aries. So Mars is about passion, motivation, desire, willpower. You know, anger. It rules aggression and things of that nature. So you know, we're gonna be um, doing the Leo energy within that modality. Okay, so we're gonna be passionate about what we're entertaining. Shout out to Valkymie's Alchemy. She said Mars is my Leo, is my natal transit and shit like that. Right. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? So you already going on. So it's your Mars return. So you supposed to be the example of how we supposed to do this energy. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, follow follow Valkymie's Alchemy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in with me and stuff like that. If I don't got you on the shit like that, because we supposed to be looking at you as the example to on how to go about our passions. My son is a Mars and Leo's too. So you know what I'm saying? But I like to see all of them. So you can entertain, passion. Now let's talk about Mars a little bit. Now Mars, like I said, rules passion, motivation, desire, willpower, and intent. So passion. Let's break down that. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you passionate and things of that nature, that's like an inner flame. That is like inner tension. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it rules intent and things. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, and that can either turn into aggression. You know, now using that for in a good way would be you being aggressive because you need to get this goal or this just saying you need to get this passion completed because once you get this passion completed, you know what I'm saying, it not only benefits you, but it benefits your life, you know what I'm saying, people in your life, things in your life. Or you can take that to the negative end of passion and aggravation and frustration, you know what I'm saying? And that's feeling stuck, which ultimately leads to you desiring something. Is desiring something that you're not gonna have and things of that nature. So that would be the negative end of Leo, which would be not necessarily negative anything, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's good for you to desire and things of that nature because when you desire and stuff like that, you can develop purpose. You know what I'm saying? You can develop perseverance. You can develop, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you use the energy. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, with Mars being in Leo and things, you know what I'm saying, we are entertaining um or creative. Uh, we got entertaining or creative desires, uh entertaining or creative desires and passions. Okay. So therefore, Leo is all about, being entertaining, whether that's creativity, you know what I'm saying, whether you're showing a sense of creativity or entertaining, you know, or just paying a lot of attention to something because it's ruled by the sun. You know what I'm saying? Leo is. So Leo is ruled by the sun. So therefore, you know, that Leo house is already, made up of that energy. So therefore, we're gonna be paying a lot of attention to, what I'm saying, our passion, our motivation, and our desire. You know what I'm saying? Things that frustrate us, things that we feel like we desire or our intention, you know what I'm saying, on where we want to go, you know what I'm saying, or what we want to express or how we want to be seen, aka Leo. So you can have entertaining or creative. So entertaining or creative. You can have both too, but either way, entertaining is more so, okay, you got this desire, this passion, and stuff like that, and it's entertaining. You might have a desire or a passion, and it's entertaining. Yeah, that desire is, or that passion, it looks like it's a good idea, but are you actually living in that idea? You know what I'm saying? Are you actually showing up for that idea? Are you actually doing everything you need to do to express that passion? You know what I'm saying? Or is it just entertaining? Or is it entertaining in the sense of you're entertaining it? I mean, it's entertaining to others because based upon you and that passion and that motivation, it's look like something that people want to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Look like it's the know-how. It looked like it's how we should go about that passion. You get what I'm saying? So you got to understand these words and shit like that, and you can play with words real good if you know how to really do it. But you know what I'm saying? So you can entertain your passion to the way where it looks like that motivation or that passion is just a great idea that's entertaining, and you would just pay attention to that passion so long and entertain that so long that you don't actually get shit done. You know what I'm saying? Or it can be entertaining in the sense of you getting the attention because what you're actually putting in, the groundwork, is useful. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to pick which side you're going to be on. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't really about no side. It's always about equilibrium. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to pick which one that benefits and works well for you in your goddamn situation at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because Mars and Leo don't play. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be either extremely You know what I'm saying? Own it and shit like that, because that's all you're gonna be motivated to do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be motivated to see yourself in this way and things of that nature, and you're gonna be paying attention to, your motivations and shit like that. And if your motivations don't look, and this how y'all don't get lost into like, you know, everything that's out here too, because obviously we have programs and shit set up for y'all, you know, via, just sheep and shit like that for y'all to pay attention to make it seem like, you kind of behind or you running behind. You need to know that if you get what you deserve. So if you got what you got right now and it look like something that, what I'm saying, you don't want, you know what I'm saying, you deserve. So it's just now every day is a chance to start, and to get out of an old energy, there has to be there has to be replacement with a new energy. It ain't no you just it ain't no you ain't gonna be able to put, you have to put the same amount of work in that got you in that situation, um and as the same amount to get out, basically. That's what I'm saying. So don't ever think it's sweet on any level. So you know what I'm saying? You want to stay ready and things of that nature. But yeah. So oh shit. Wait a minute. I'll probably need some water or some shit over there. But yeah, so so you're gonna entertain it, or you're gonna have creative design. So Kels, I think it's interesting. And Neuralink was announced during the Gemini and the Mars transit. The whole AI and transhuman seems like the global theme this year. Any thoughts? Yeah, well, Pluto and Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? So they're we all going, see, the thing is, we all going through transforming, you know what I'm saying? Because like I got videos, I got lives on this where it's like I've been telling us like we're upgrading like mentally, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a lot of information out. So therefore, our environment and shit like that. Your environment is what allows, is shout out to you for, because Gemini rules the environment. It's the third house, but your environment is what allows things to produce. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if you grew up in a fucked up environment, that's gonna be all you know, right? So we have physical environments, we got mental environments, we got emotional environments. Now think about where the mental environment been in. It's been in all these new programs that we've been seeing them throw out, all this robotic shit, all this spiritual energy, all this, all this mental, uh, all this new mental stuff, you know what I'm saying? All these different ideas and thoughts. So a lot of our mental states aren't in the same environment as they that as it was before. Now, as far as them calling it transhuman and stuff like that, and them doing that, their ritual and spell of it, that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just to induce what they trying to do to benefit off of the energy. Because we all did everything that you see going on in life. You ain't never gonna see nothing going on in life that ain't dealing with the stars. You ain't never gonna see anything in life that ain't dealing with a transition that we going in on the sky. Always remember that. So therefore, if you're, you know what I'm saying? So for the most part, with Pluto and Aquarius, this is we're taking power and control, you know what I'm saying, over how we associate and things of that nature. And how we associated before was based upon what was curated for us. I'm black, you white, they brown, they yellow, they this thing or whatever and shit like that. We get to a point where we don't even give a fuck about us being human no more. So you get what I'm saying? Like the environment that's set up for us to for our mind to blossom, it ain't within the sphere of TV, of reality, of, you know what I'm saying, of shit that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So they're just using it within their way and their technology. But this is trans. Anytime I get on here and say I ain't a goddamn human, I'm transforming humanism. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole word right there. Where is the human? Right, exactly. So you know what I'm saying? So we gotta define what humanity is, because they're doing it in their way, as far as like, with uh, just laws and government, and just trying to get our mind on a certain state, and computerism and shit like that. All of this shit, all of us interacting with it, so it's just transforming us and shit like that. But we can't be lost in the past. Like, we got to get with the times too. That's how we miss shit. This why you ever wonder why your grandma still watch Nash and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because your grandma ain't never tried to get her mind out of that shit. It's women your grandma age that watch something else. And I'm sorry if anybody got grandma that's passed or whatever, but I'm just using that as an example so you can kind of get where I'm coming from and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, we all kind of transforming with this Pluto and Aquarius shit, like right now, and just the way that they're making up, what I'm saying, these things to participate, because we're going to participate in these ways based upon being successful within one of their business, entertainment, religion, education, and politics. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna participate in things just like this, but we have to be aware of the effects and stuff too, because we sometimes we participate and we may think it's fine, but a lot of shit be having agendas behind it. You ever heard of anybody getting fucked out of a contract? So that's where that shit come from. You know what I'm saying? So that shit happen on all levels of shit. You ever heard anybody getting what I'm saying? Human rights, what I'm saying? Snatched away. What I'm saying? So you ever heard of, what happened in 2020? You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit. Like, it's all about what we participate in and shit like that. And then, but the more we aware of what we're participating in, the more they can't, what I'm saying, the more we can use it for our direction. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. In some sense. So that's what we got to make about. But yeah, shout out to Valkyrie's Alchemy. Get back into Mars, into Leo, and stuff like that. You know, um, we gonna be we're gonna be entertaining our passion, entertaining our motivation, entertaining our desire, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have an intent. You want to entertain your intent. You want to express. You want to go start acting on your intentions. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say if if you got an intent to, start a dog service or something like that right now. You know what I'm saying? If right now, if you feel like if you ain't got no footing on that and stuff like that, and that's something you really want to do, you're gonna feel really negative at this point. Because you know what I'm saying, when shit is in Leo, we like for things to be active, activated. You know what I'm saying? We like a lot of action. We like a lot of transformation. So therefore, based upon shit being in Leo right now and things, and you know what I'm saying, and you have an intent, you can come up with all type of ways. And this get into the second word, creative. You know what I'm saying? Creative ways to to act upon your intentions and shit like that. You can have a creative ass desire, you know what I'm saying? Or you can have a creative ass passion. Now, a creative desire would look a lot like what I was saying earlier. A creative desire is just you um, having a vision that you ain't never gonna know that that ain't never gonna manifest, but it's so attentive that you still entertaining it. You know what I'm saying? And this not to downplay anybody's idea. A lot of things can manifest, but for the most part, if it don't look like something that everybody can be a part of, aka the sun, you know what I'm saying? Where the sun in Leo, you know what I'm saying? The sun, everybody can be a part of the sun. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got their own individuality. Everybody got their own creativity. So if it don't look like it can be part of the sun, then you ain't gonna be in the right aspect to manifest. You know what I'm saying? AKA if it's something that can be seen, you know what I'm saying? If it's something that can get attention, if it's something, you know what I'm saying, that looks like, it's leading to a sense of individuality, a sense of creativity, or showing off, or having a new, because Mars is birth too, a new light, you know what I'm saying, that could be a sense of direction that others can use to become consciously aware as well, you know. So that's what the fuck we got going on with Mars and Leo and shit like that. We about to hop into these motherfucking things. So yeah, so powerful times. Yeah, shout out to the Alchemist. Powerful time because it's a powerful time to, get your shit together, you know what I'm saying, and really kind of start questioning, okay, how am I entertaining this passion right now? You know what I'm saying? How am I entertaining this desire or this intention? You know what I'm saying? And then from that point, you know what I'm saying, you will have your answers. Are you entertaining it, or are you entertaining your desire or your passion? You know what I'm saying? So you got to make it look passionate. You got to make it look like you're gonna persevere, shit like that. So that's what it is. Now we gonna break down, since it's Mars Day, we gonna break down the alignments and the things that are within the Mars on day. And this is like part of what I do in the clubhouse. So it's the 7 day, what I'm saying, chakra system, based upon how they built the calendar and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a chakra. You either got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday is your moon chakra day. Tuesday and moon chakra is like third eye. So we sit right, reflect. Tuesday is your Mars chakra day. So that's Mars day. You know what I'm saying? So that's your sexual organs. And then, what I'm saying, your individuality. Um, Wednesday is Mercury day. So that's your throat, your nervous system. Okay. Friday is Thursday is your the expansion chakra. So that's like by your thighs and shit like that, the ability to travel and ability to gain knowledge and wisdom and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Feet, thighs, travel, you know what I'm saying? Expanded. You got Saturn's day, which is the crown chakra and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is the actual 7 day system and shit like that, and the 7 planets, 7 chakras, no such thing, you know what I'm saying? But we don't get into that. Seven chakras and shit like that. That's a whole another situation. 7 chakras. And then you got Sunday, which will be your solar plexus, you know what I'm saying? Your solar plexus chakra, by your gut and shit like that. And travel all the way up to your first house. So, and it falls in the 7th, the hips. So, within that sphere of things, we at the clubhouse and shit like that, I make sure that I post every day the alignments that we got going on with each chakra and shit like that. And based upon those alignments, you know what I'm saying, that's the energy we are already in. So you can just track how this energy is coming within your life to know how to better adjust. You know what I'm saying? Adjust to how you doing things. Cause you may have a Mars, and shout out to Endless Abilities. You may have a Mars in motherfucking Cancer, or a Mars in we just have Mars in Cancer. So let's say a Mars in Aquarius right now, and things of that nature. So how you may do your passions and things of that nature. My bad, man. But how you may do your passions is that you may communicate about it. You know what I'm saying? You may talk about them too much and things of that nature, not knowing that it ain't really about talking about your passions right now. It's about acting on them. You may have a Mars in Scorpio, or you know what I'm saying, it ain't about your feelings. You may need to, get out your feelings and act on some shit. And you know what I'm saying, and be in the active of who you are, aka your creative character. You know what I'm saying? That's the Leo. Then you might have a Mars in motherfucking the other square, which is Taurus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you may handle your passions in a way of being, you know what I'm saying? You may be passionate about supporting someone and things of that nature, giving somebody else the stage and shit like that, supporting somebody else passion. And it may be, no, you gotta support the way you see, you know what I'm saying, your shit. Oh yeah, shout out to y'all linking up and shit like that. Real shit. So that's what so this is entertaining, uh or creative desires and passions and things of that nature. So we don't want to have I know I don't want to have no creative desire to the point where it's like my desire is so creative that I ain't doing shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't active in real life. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? So we got to transmute and shit like that. Make sure y'all desires ain't creative. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all got creative passions. Creative and passion is always going to take you away to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that intent and it's that not taking no for answers. You know what I'm saying? It's that spirit Aries energy and shit like that, or just manipulative Scorpio energy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, getting that long term out of what it wants, but you know what I'm saying? It depends on what you do it for. So, you want to have a creative passion that you can, you know what I'm saying, entertain and shit like that. That's going to, you know what I'm saying, lead you to the right areas where you need to actually be at within your performance and shit like that through this series, through this season and shit like that. And I'm the coach getting you in shape and form for the year Warriors and shit like that. So like I was saying, before we get into these alignments of what's going on with Mars Day and shit like that, this is the shit I post in the clubhouse every day and things of that nature, because we going through these influences every day and shit like that. And these transitions always have different alignments every week, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes maybe not, but shit is always transitioning. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, every day you can adjust, your Mars with the Mars here. And then you can actually know what the Mars today is going through. So you can, once you get out, because you got to get out of your own shit. Then once you get out of your own shit, you got to participate with other shit. But then that should be having shit going on. So it's like you got to adjust. You got to find right balance. And this is really what we call manifesting, because we always manifesting every day, every single second, minute, hour. You know what I'm saying? Anytime motherfucking air come out your motherfucking ass, which I mean your mouth, you know what I'm saying? We're manifesting. So shit is always manifesting. So it ain't about manifesting. It's about, adjusting, making decisions and things so you can be in the right aspect that you need to be in to actually manifest what's beneficial for you and shit like that. Because it may not be beneficial for you to act in your specific natures. It may be beneficial for you to kind of mix and mingle. And then that leads to manifestation. Whereas you might not say this thing that you need to say this day, but you might say it this day or express this look or this characteristic or this act that you may not do based upon you just being you. So that's how we get things figured out and shit like that. And that's how we, you know what I'm saying, get it going. So, Mars Day and, so Mars Day, let's get into the motherfucking Mars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all can join the clubhouse and shit. For these exclusively, every day, but we don't just post. We gonna and your clubhouse subscription and shit like that. And it's only $5 and shit like that. Y'all spend $5 a month on bullshit. Spend $5 a month on something that'll help your mind. You hear me? And shit like that. And then you do the 30 and shit like that. We're gonna catch up. You do the $30 a month bill. You got the monthly calls and shit like that. And so we can get it straightened out on that level and start working on that level. You know what I'm saying? Getting deeper and I can teach you a little bit more mental game and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't really finna DM you about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing. Y'all can't just be hitting my DMs and I think I'm just like a question answer bot. And shit like that. That should take energy. Every moment of my life could be going towards something I'm doing. Every moment. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand how to respect people's time and shit like that. But yeah. So we're gonna start off with the first one. So we got right now with Mars and Leo. So y'all got the concept of Mars and Leo and what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So it really like, we paying a lot of attention to our passions, our motivation, even frustration right now. And things. So you can kind of use these alignments right now to kind of adjust your passion, in the way that it can benefit you, or you can see what's coming in and that may be affecting your passion, or what alignments may be affecting passions, going for your passions today, especially if you like participating in the world and shit like that. You in a room by yourself and shit like that, you might not get hit by these alignments. You in the closet, you ain't within the stream of things. All right. So Sun sextile Mars, we got opportunity to be motivated by your community surroundings or frustrated by your environment. So anytime we got a sextile, this is an opportunity. So the sun is sextile with Mars, and the sun currently is in Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Which is 60 degrees away from Leo. So you got Leo and Gemini. 30. Another 30. That's 60. You know what I'm saying? 60. You know what I'm saying? Simple math. But you may have opportunity to be motivated, aka Mars, by your community, Gemini, your surroundings. So your community, that's vast. Your community can go between your Gemini is the mutable air sign, so that's your community, that's your surroundings, that's your environment, that's the information you're into. You know what I'm saying? It's ruled by Mercury. So whatever your environment, whatever your surroundings is, you know what I'm saying? So you can be motivated by that or frustrated by it. You know what I'm saying? You can be motivated by what's going on within your surroundings or the information you into and feel like you need to switch up some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or switch up your thinking and shit. Or you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So if someone has been motivating you or if you have been frustrated by your environment and shit like that, 9 times out of 10, your ass got hit with that alignment and shit like that. So once you got hit by that alignment, you know what I'm saying? You can understand, okay, now, I got the opportunity to take this motivation or this passion and frustration and things and switch up how I think about it, aka use the sun to create new thoughts and ideas on how to transform that situation. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna let it frustrate you to that. You know what I'm saying? So you can be motivated by the Gemini energy, Sun and Gemini, or you could be frustrated by the Sun and Gemini. At the end of the day, it's all up to you, your decision, how you do that. All right. Now we got Mars square Jupiter. Now Jupiter is in Taurus. Okay, so this is learning to invest more patience and support into creative passions or visions. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to be a little bit more patient with shit that's hitting the fan. With shit, you know what I'm saying? With expressing your passion and shit like that. You might have to learn that you may have to expand and experience a little bit more hardness. Yo, who is that at my door? Please leave it alone. So, you're going to be learning to invest more patience and support into your creative passions and things of that nature. So we're trying to, hold on, let me get it. Marshall is not in here.
Yes, he is.
Where is he at?
He's in the back porch.
Oh, okay, go ahead and get him. That's my little Leo dude right here.
I got him.
Okay, go ahead.
I got him.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Mars and we're gonna have Mars square Jupiter. So our experiences, how we experience our passion, we're gonna have to learn how to experience our passion and shit like that, and actually make our passion look like some more stable and things, and some more valuable, and make our passion not look like it's just something that's, what I'm saying, that's causing chaos and shit like that. How can we, make this passion a little bit more stable. You know what I'm saying, via what we know and what we experience. Jupiter in Taurus. So Jupiter is going to be in Taurus, bringing expansion. So it's going to force you to have that, apply your wisdom, apply knowledge. You know what I'm saying, to you being fixed Earth, to you being fixated on, what I'm saying, what you're gaining stability about, your value, your worth, and shit like that. Around the corner is going to have to use that experience and that stableness to control what's going on with Mars and shit like that. And it may just be a little bit of frustration with how you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So you may have to be like, you may have to be stable about your experiences, but based upon your experiences and you being stable upon them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And Mars angling that, it may be a little fiery substance that when you go through that experience, it may feel like, is it the right thing to do? Because Mars and that fire gonna be kind of fucking with that experience, melting that earth of you feeling stable about what you're doing. So that's like the mental alchemy. Like y'all got to get deep like that with the astrology and shit like that. And start seeing, you know what I'm saying? That's when you're esoteric, when you start seeing fire, water, colors, all type of shit like that. And that's when you know you're really there. Mars in conjunct Saturn. Okay. Mars in conjunct Saturn. This is misunderstanding the reality of your own and others' frustration due to experiences. And I think I made a post about this because it's a lot of shit on the internet where it's like a lot of fake, it's like a lot of beef for no reason. Obviously, it's like a lot of fights and shit like that. Mars is in Leo, so we gonna see the fights and shit like that. But people, like the average person, might not notice. That's like the crazy thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the average person might not know that that's what's happening. But you know what I'm saying? Mars is a Leo, so you know we don't see a lot of fights on the stage and shit like that. A lot of anger, passion, motivation, and shit like that. So we may see a lot of that and stuff. And a lot of people gonna be doing that for the sense of trying to gain a certain position because Mars is in conjunct Leo, but it's just gonna come off like a misunderstanding. So it's like people's passion and motivation, or them trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to either expose people or get attention, especially if they doing it for the purpose of stability right now or the purpose of security with their business. It might backfire and throw shade on their business at the moment because Saturn is in Saturn is in Pisces, so it's just gonna look like a delusion. Like you doing it for a delusion, or you doing it, or you expressing this like extreme hate energy and things of that nature, but you look goofy doing it because it's just not the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially if subconsciously you doing it for your goddamn bills, you doing it for your business and shit like that. It's just gonna look stupid. It's gonna look stupid. So Mars in conjunct Saturn, so that's 150-degree angle and shit like that. Anytime we got a 150-degree angle, we got an in conjunction. You heard? But yeah, so all y'all chill out. A lot of people on the internet and things of that nature just doing anything for attention and shit like that. And it ain't really to help nobody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really to help nobody see light. You know what I'm saying? And teach people how to do shit for themselves and shit like that. I saw some dude say he was selling poses online and shit like that. And you know, I get, look, check this out. Magic is real, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, what you believe and what you give definition to and what you give purpose and intent to, that shit really work. But come on now, though. You selling poses and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. We gotta be a little bit more creative than that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of cap. That's just all the way cap. But we got Mars trine Neptune. So this is another one. We motivated by our delusions and imagination. So Neptune rules delusions. Neptune rules imagination. Neptune rules imaginations. Neptune rules dreams. Neptune rules delusions and shit like that. And it's trine Mars and motherfucking and it's really not kind of trine because Neptune is in Pisces, but I think it's like closer to I think Mars is still closer to Cancer, so that's why we got that influence. So it's really like a kind of in conjunction. So you might have the gift of misunderstanding. So yeah, so hold on, what did I say? Mars trine Neptune is motivated by your imaginations or delusions. So what I'm saying, you could be real motivated by your imaginations right now, your dreams right now, and things of that nature, or your delusions and stuff like that. So you want to pay attention to that and things. Make sure you're not, going extra extreme and things of that nature based on your delusions. Because right now, like I said, it's really basically in conjunction and shit like that, and that can play out. All right, and then we got Mars opposed Pluto retrograde. Okay, because Pluto is retrograde, so Mars is in Leo and is opposing Pluto retrograde. And the retrograde is in Aquarius, Capricorn and shit like that because it's cussed, but it's more so it's still in his Aquarius degree and shit like that. So this is motivated by or frustrated by past opposition with your status and position or social position. So you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be motivated by, motivated by old status and position that you needed to take power control over during this retrograde. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna last damn near to fall damn near. You know what I'm saying? But Pluto retrogrades last, the outer planets retrogrades last longer. So we're gonna be motivated to go for or to transform, our past position. You know what I'm saying? It's especially dealing with business, how we gain status, position, money, a lot of them things that a lot of those situations are gonna come back, and we're gonna be motivated by our motherfucking motivated to transform our association. So past things that we associated with is coming back and stuff like that, giving us a chance. You know what I'm saying, to correct those things. Dealing with Aquarius and dealing with motherfucking Capricorn and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can get that shit instead of AI taking more time to get real creative. Absolutely. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So this is these day jobs anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start creating ways where we can get money and shit like that. And that's been a whole theme with Uranus and Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Right, even like Pluto and Capricorn, Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? We got to take control over business. We got to take control over how we associate, how we think of ourselves, and we got to start expressing that thing, even if it looks negative and shit like that, or opposite, because Mars is in Pluto and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all already know when Pluto come back, it always brings some test shit back. You know what I'm saying? And that test shit is just to see if you just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, or you're gonna get distracted by the previous thoughts and feelings that, or your previous thoughts and feelings that you may have developed in that space. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't want to get necessarily lost in anyone, but that's how we chop that one. So that's one day. So, you know what I'm saying? So those are like a lot of the alignments that you may be thinking of specifically today, but we always have different alignments going on as well and shit like that. But based upon, our water cycle and how we may, how we you know what I'm saying, how we cycle and shit like that, because it's always distance closeness. We may be closer to a planet on this day than another day. You know what I'm saying? Or a water cycle on this day than another day. You know what I'm saying? And they may just hold certain energies and shit like that. So always creative ways, and ways to think. We always remember these people ain't shit, but people like you that got aware of some shit and started, you know what I'm saying, taking advantage. And the more you can answer it yourself and participate, you know what I'm saying, and get with your community, and y'all get structured and shit, and y'all start catching shit together, shit like that, y'all can become some creative shit like that. Y'all can become some unique individuals. Y'all can be seen, as the new people who to pay attention to and how to look at. You know what I'm saying? Or how to think about some shit. I'm prime example. You know what I'm saying? I'm a prime example of how to think about the time, how to think about the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? How to go about that. Now, do I have all the answers? No, we doing it in real time, and that's what it's about. So if you ain't part of the mission and shit like that, then you somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, in La La Land. You know what I'm saying? But the mission is just to know your damn self and shit like that. and get with other individuals and shit like that. And y'all do that together, because it's always teamwork, make the goddamn dream work. You know what I'm saying? So we got to know shit together. You know what I'm saying? How you can't be knowing shit by that. People who always know shit by themselves always end up alone. People that know shit by themselves always end up alone. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be in that. But yeah, so those are the motherfucking shit. So with the clubhouse and shit like that, you get on there and shit like that. We send those out every day, and there's different ones based upon the day and shit like that. Now, getting deeper into this, you know what I'm saying? You can have you can resonate with one of these more than another, right? You can say like let's for instance, let's say you resonate with the Mars opposed Pluto one and shit like that. That may be an actual situation going on in your life and stuff like that. So now okay, so if I got some opposition coming with, saying how I'm trying to transform my status and shit like that, and based upon what I'm passionate about, you can now start whether that opposition come or not and shit like that, that's just what comes with the situation and shit like that. So therefore you can start creating mental states to make yourself more firm in there. Okay, take this crystal or take this object or take this rock to remind you of that and shit like that, and that starts to accumulate and shit like that, and then that's a ritual. You know what I'm saying? But it can go into all different shapes and fashions and shit. You can do it mentally, you can do it emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So this is just basic steps, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, we do even with the poses, dude. Shout out to dude, but the poses is like what you want to like poses, like even yoga poses and shit like that. All that shit is just shit we already do in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Poses is really just another word for position and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can position yourself within the mind to start or create a creature. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what it is. You create a creature, a form, a thought, a feeling, a way to see yourself that may not look like anything down here and shit like that, but for the most part you can use that as an energy to represent yourself. And then that, everything that's in lighter forms always is more powerful than physical forms down here, because that's what we see. You know what I'm saying? So the sun is just in a lighter shape or form. So and even objects that are smaller, you know what I'm saying, they move fast and shit like that. But objects that are lighter, like the sun and shit like that, that's more effective. There's more transit. That should affect the whole world. So don't ever get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, you always use things that are lighter in form to influence the physical and shit like that. So even that. But I hope y'all been good and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, and chilled out and whatever and things of that nature. I don't really celebrate Memorial Day and stuff like that, but I always try to take the holidays and think about it my own way. So like Memorial Day, I just give me a cat. That's dealing with the body, you know what I'm saying? That's dealing with the death of the body, you know what I'm saying, or the death of the body, or the death of the, because like, and it's also dealing with the staff and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's dealing with the memorial and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You using your body as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or you realizing your body has died and shit like that. So now you can create a memorial, a way to think about it, this shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then however you write that name, you know what I'm saying, on that motherfucking on that tombstone and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your casket, motherfucker. This is dying. You know what I'm saying? This is your body. You know what I'm saying? This is the once you got into this bitch, they got an expiration date. So you know what I'm saying? So for the most part, you know what I'm saying? That's how I would say. That's just how it makes sense. It ain't really I'm rebelling against nothing. It's just I just see language for what it is. I see language for actually how it's created. So I just try to look at everything in the right aspect. I don't really get lost into men and women and human interpretations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just look at shit for what it is. So, Memorial Day, what I'm saying, you supposed to be, celebrating the death, what I'm saying, of your motherfucking body and shit like that. And even that's why it's in Gemini season, because in Gemini, we leave the physical. I mean, going to more the thought, the air, the intellectual, the idea, and shit like that. And you have to have an idea about yourself to use this body in a way where it works for you. If you don't have an idea about yourself and shit like that, you're not using, what I'm saying, you getting used. You know what I'm saying? But, so you have to know that this is the dead flesh and I got to do what I got to do to make this flesh work for me. And shit like that. And that has become your motherfucking memorial. So it's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? You get real good energies and shit, like real good manifestations doing shit within the way God like to do it. You get real good manifestation, real good energies and shit like that. Even if it don't come into the forms of what you think it should come in, it's gonna come through some type of person, place, or thing that show, what I'm saying, that show you what it is. So what I'm saying, you want to have a memorial for your motherfucking yourself and shit like that. So they try to teach y'all, it's about some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just go and eat food and shit like that and get more attached to the body and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't go that way. You don't go that way. And we all gotta eat. I ain't saying that. Some people don't gotta eat though. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't gotta eat like that. But I'm just saying that in a sense to say I understand. We all kind of grew up, within this work, with our grandmas and shit, and our grandpas and them, So, yeah, so that's what you're supposed to do and shit like that. You're supposed to get your ass a stab on the show. Said tree, you know what I'm saying? This is tree just represents the body and shit like that. So you get you a staff and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And the staff is gonna represent, your body. And then whatever situation you go through, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to think of it like a staff. Your body is the staff. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to use your body to, now what is the staff used for? So your staff is used to, what they call it, what's the word for it? Shepherd and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Shepherd you away from, you know what I'm saying? Keep your herd together and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all your little thoughts, your feelings, and your animalistic natures and shit like that. Keep them together. Don't lose that. Have a strong thought, aka have a strong body. And then once you have a strong thought, you know what I'm saying? You can use the staff and the idea of the staff, your body, aka your staff, your body to guide it. I'm saying that's how God like to see. So yeah, but so Mars and Leo, so we're gonna be entertaining, our intentions, our passions, and shit like that. And intentions and passions ain't got nothing to do. Well, it's not I wouldn't say it ain't got nothing to do with anybody else, but it's more so of a selfish energy or a self energy. So you know what I'm saying, you got to be a leader when it comes to what you see and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to add that fire. You know what I'm saying? You got to express that shit, even if it looks scary or even if it look unpromising. You know what I'm saying? I was going to say employees like staff and shepherds be at work though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. And we always shepherding our body within a field of wolves. Like y'all, like esoterically, like we be in like some shit. Like I don't think y'all understand. Every moment is every moment and every second is trying to, I'm not saying it's against you, but for the most part, every moment and every second, you have to guide your thought and how you feel about shit. You know what I'm saying? And then if you can have a staff, you know what I'm saying? Or if you can get connected with the staff and shit like that, that's like having something that can make sense. You know what I'm saying? And that can be felt to guide you, and it can keep you, it also holds you up. You know what I'm saying? It also like, that's what y'all get deep with y'all rituals. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all got to do. and shit like that. So it's about thinking, having ideas, Gemini season and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? Make sure you got some good ideas. Make sure you around surroundings, environment, around the right thoughts first before you even get around the right people. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you into. You got to know what thoughts you want to be around and stuff like that. You got to know what ideas you want to be around and shit like that. And they don't stop there. And then once you get to them people and shit like that, you know, it ain't got to, I ain't saying you got to just pop up and just, you know, destroy the ice and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Let it melt. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you'll get it good over time and shit like that, and just keep doing you and stuff like that. But yeah, we be in the motherfucking we not in a good place. Like far as like the world, it's not sweet. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all know it. Like I may make it look like, you know, we good and shit like that, but every day is an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we gonna do it. We gonna make it through and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we supposed to do, and that's what the fuck that's what the fuck is natural. That's what's natural. I don't know about y'all. That's what's natural to me. Like I always made a way and shit like that. I always made the shit of the world look like shine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make the shit of the world look like shine. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't doing that, then you ain't in the process of what these people that created money and ideas to even do that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? What you think they did? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think. But you know, so yeah, so this is Mars and Leo day and shit like that. So tomorrow I'm gonna do um tomorrow I'm probably gonna do Mercury and Taurus day and shit like that. I don't think I did that live and shit. We're gonna go through them alignments and shit like that. Just kind of promoting the Clubhouse app and shit like that. So make sure y'all get on. Like I said, it's $5 and shit like that. Get y'all selves aligned. Mosquito is. Get y'all selves aligned. And so yeah, so you can get shit going and things and or whatever. So you know, so yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do Mercury and Taurus and shit like that, and that is the idea. Having an idea of what to support, we're gonna jump into that a little bit more deeper tomorrow and let that flow and things. You know, other than that, you know, I hope y'all all been good and stuff like that, and vibing out. You know what I'm saying, within y'all circumstances and situation and prospering, you know, with how you see, you know what I'm saying, your expression and your God and yourself. All right. So thank y'all for joining the Esoteric Huddle. You know what I'm saying? I'm Cito Goddamn Spirit Coach. And you know, if you like this live stream, you know, if you can donate to this, you can donate $1 at CitoWorld.com/Age of Aquarius. It comes with my free album. Shout out to Abel for making the flyer and shit like that. We got that motherfucker posted all over the joint, the room. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Endless Abilities. Y'all make sure y'all hit him and shit like that. We all over the city with this, you know what I'm saying? He had designed this and stuff. So all you gotta do is scan this joint, you know, it's gonna take you to where you can bring these to life and shit like that. You can bring these things to life. These, you know what I'm saying? Here's some music and shit like that, my art. And then it'll come with a free CE if you donate it and shit like that. You donate $5, then shit like that. You got a free 30 day Clubhouse subscription and shit like that. So if you donate 5, you know what I'm saying? Donate 30, shit, you got a call with the coach. You heard? So I appreciate y'all, man. Mars and Leo. So you know Mars is in Leo now. So let's make sure that the passions that we're entertaining at the moment, they ain't desires. They ain't shit that, you know what I'm saying, we just desiring, and that's making us, is bringing us down, that's drowning us low key and shit like that. So now we hate the world. No, we want to make sure that passions, I mean that the what we're entertaining is a creative passion right now, and that passion is, you coming up with ideas and ways to express your motherfucking self, your individuality. You know what I'm saying? And get your motherfucking goals met. And I'm Kelsito, the Spirit Coach. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining this live. Yeah. Get your ass.